Thank you. Hey, Travis, just wondering for your younger players in particular, what they can learn from the game last night and try to apply to game two in terms of a bounce back performance.
It's not just our younger players. I think it's our team in general. I said it last night, and I'm going to say it again today. I just don't think we played our best hockey. Structurally, we're always going to look over things, and I don't think their team did a lot of things that surprised us structurally. I just thought we weren't sharp. We weren't on top of our game. I think every series brings a new, challenge, and I just don't think we played our best hockey again. We didn't pass the puck as well as we can. We didn't receive passes. We were a little bit late, and give their team credit. It's a good hockey team. They played well, and they're fast, and they've got skill throughout their lineup. And but we knew that going in as well. So first and foremost, we've got to play a better hockey game, and I'm confident that we will.
Farhan Lalji, TSN.
Travis, it was pretty evident that Vegas made a big effort to get to Quinn early, try to get the puck out of his hands and really pressure him early. What do you say to him in that situation that he can potentially do better?
I think they try to pressure everyone. It's not just Quinn. They're a pressure hockey team. And obviously he's a big part of our team, and they are going to try to get the puck out of your best player's hands. That's part of hockey. So, I did talk to Quinn briefly last night. I will again today. But I think good players adapt. They adjust in different series, different areas that they have to get better, especially a young guy that hasn't been in this situation before. Quinn's a great player. He's going to be a great player in the league for a long time. And the one thing about good, young, great players, they usually adjust to different situations. And I expect him to adjust as well.
Ed Willis, Post Media.
Travis, what was your opinion of Ryan Reeves' impact on the game? And did Antoine Roussel, was that his, constant chirping of him, did that have the desired effect?
Who's chirping?
Roussel on Reeves. I
don't think it was a factor one way or the other, to be honest. I know the media made a lot out of it, but on the ice during the game, I don't think it was really there was any factor in any of the stuff that anyone was talking about. I mean, Roos is an emotional guy. He plays on the edge. Reeves is the same way. He's a physical guy that plays on the edge as well.
Mike Moriali, NHL.com.
Hey, Travis. I noticed after pulling Markstrom in the third period last night, you had a brief talk with him when he returned to the bench. Was that just you reinforcing your belief in him and to not worry too much about the outcome? And also, will Jacob be your starter for game two?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't me reassuring Jacob about anything. I'm not going to get into my conversations with private conversations I have with players, but I can tell you one thing, that Marky doesn't have to worry about anything. I had a brief conversation with him, talked to him. I do that a lot with sometimes when I pull a goalie, sometimes when a player is having a rough game. I don't think Marky had that bad of a game, to be honest. I don't think a lot of the goals were probably unstoppable, and I'm not worried about Marky one bit. He's a rock for us. He'll be a rock for us for the rest of the playoffs.
Ben Kuzma, Post Media.
Hey, Travis, when you guys play to your best, you play with pace, you get pucks in deep, you force the other team's best players to play in their own zone. But this is a big, fast, strong Vegas team. How can you be better in that respect tomorrow night, Travis?
Well, we can play better. We can execute our passes better. I thought we fumbled a few pucks that we don't normally do. We didn't get a couple of pucks behind. Playoffs are a game of inches. If you don't get 2 or 3 pucks behind in a period, instead of having 3 forechecks, you're on their team, you're getting 3 rush chances against your team. So it's just a lot of little things that I don't think we did that well. And it's not all of a sudden reinventing the wheel. It's just playing better.
Jay Janauer, Global.
Travis, good afternoon. Time and space really seems to evaporate quicker, more fast, the deeper we go in the playoffs. It seemed evident last night that Vegas really did take that away from you. You just talked about the passes, and some fumbling of the puck. What more do you need to see from your guys to get that time and space back so your best players can be their best, like Petey and Quinn?
Yeah, just play better.
Back to Ed Willis, Post Media.
Sorry, Travis.
Yeah.
What was your opinion of Reeves' impact on the game?
Did you just ask me that, Ed, or was that someone else?
No, that was me.
Oh, I thought I answered it. Yeah, I didn't think it was. I mean, Reeves is a physical guy. He's a physical player. We know that. I don't think either player decided the outcome of the game, if that's what you're asking. The game was 5-0. I don't think it was decided on Rue's game. I don't think it was decided on Reeves' game. I just think we didn't play a great game, and they won. And that's part of playoff hockey. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. Sometimes you don't play well and you lose, and you didn't play that well.
Brendan Batchelor.
Travis, do you have an update on either Tyler Toffoli or Tyler Myers?
Bats, you know me better than that. No update.
Jay Janauer.
Travis, did you ever get an explanation as to what Roussel got a 10-minute misconduct for? I mean, there's a lot of chirping that goes on in the playoffs. There's a lot of emotion. We're still trying to figure out exactly what a 10-minute misconduct was handed out for.
No.
You puzzled?
We'll take a final question from Jim Morris, CBC.
Hey, Travis.
Hey, Jim.
We've talked a lot about a young team.
Yeah.
Is it easier for a young team to bounce back from something like last night than an older team? I guess, like, for the guy that this is all new, is it easier for them to bounce back, you think?
Geez, I don't know. I haven't thought about it, to be honest, but I think that's part of going through playoff hockey. It's probably harder for a younger team. There's emotional parts to it, much like we talked about in the first game against Minnesota. I felt like we had to do a lot of talking with our team after that game, just with the hype. I thought they were really down. I'm going to guess that today, we're meeting tonight. I've talked to a few players today, but I'm sure our team's pissed off and a little, they should be. They didn't play very well last night, and when you lose, it doesn't feel very good. You want to win badly, and when you want something badly and it doesn't happen, you don't feel great the next day. Part of being a young guy in the league is learning that, there are some ups and downs in the playoffs. You're going to go through adversity, and how you respond is important. And keeping your confidence and realizing where you have to be better. We've talked to our group all year about things like this, and it's not going to be any different tonight. Anytime we've asked our team to respond, they've always done it. We'll have a good team meeting today, and I have no doubt that we'll play a better game tomorrow, and we'll be ready to play. And you learn, you move on. Playoffs are never just about one game. They're about what you do in the one game and then how you react and play in the next game. It's constantly improving as you go deeper into the playoffs. The challenge gets harder, and that's why it's so hard to win a Stanley Cup.